Great to see you guys. Good to see y'all. We got NGOs, more NGOs, guys. More NGOs. NGO. Eight UVV 557. 8 UVV 557. Those porta potties, for sure, guys. They probably, I can't even tell you the last time those things were switched out or the last time that I saw a unit out here. I don't know the last time that they actually switched out those porta potties, to be quite honest with y'all. It's probably been a minute though. I think they're gonna drop off more food for them. They're probably about to drop off food. So the earlier there was another lady out here in a car similar like to that one. She was out here, she was passing out cards, and she was passing out cards because she actually what she does is, a lot of these people, what they do is they'll actually give these people rides. And so the woman was out here actually asking the migrants if they needed a ride, and she was passing out some of her business cards. She was passing out some of her business cards to some of these guys. Look at this guy's. There's BP. I think they're about to feed them, guys. I think that's an NGO. These NGOs are pretty cool with the BPs. They although they don't agree politically, the NGOs and the BPs, they seem to just kind of get along a little bit. And the NGOs kind of help kind of some of the out here, because it takes a little bit of the responsibility away from them. It takes a little bit of the hassle of them having to be giving them water and bringing supplies for them and stuff like that. You know, it gets difficult. And so with the Border Patrol and the NGOs, they just kind of don't really speak to each other. They don't really speak to one another. The ones from earlier, guys, the ones that were really rude earlier, was a lady. She's actually being hugged right now. She's actually the one that was pretty rude to us earlier. All of these right here in the little group. This little bunch is the ones that... How many were on here for my last team? Y'all saw that same little group right there. They're probably about to feed them and pass out food or whatnot. But so we'll get some good content. You guys are probably gonna see them rush the NGO vehicle here in just a few minutes. They'll start passing out probably dinner. They might be passing out dinner for them here shortly. That's one of the guys that was really bothered that I was recording. He's like, sir, I don't know. These guys are recording. This guy over here. Here comes another vehicle, probably another NGO. Uh-oh, it's gonna get interesting right here. Now you got two vehicles that are here to feed these, three vehicles that are here to feed these folks. Holy smokes. You have a red, a white, and a red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue vehicles, y'all. Y'all remember that creepy old man from earlier? He's still over there. Look how she covers her head. There's some appear to be Chinese reporters, Chinese media, or honestly, it could probably even be the Epoch Times. These guys don't want to be identified at all right here. this one. She doesn't want to be identified either. None of them. All of them are trying to hide their identity, guys. Okay, guys, I just got a text. We'll leave these goofballs here. And we're off to do our own thing, baby. Yes, sir. No. They say imitation. check this out, guys. All right, all right, all right. Sorry, guys. There's one or two more coming down, guys. There's a few more coming down, ladies and gentlemen. We're waiting for it'll probably end up being a group, I think, rather than just one or two people. You see them? I don't have my vest on. I should probably put it on, actually. Anytime you guys come down here and you guys are next to these mountains, highly encourage you guys, especially if you're up there or out here recording, because you do become a target to these people that are processing the illegals through over to Border Patrol. If any of you guys would like to contribute to our independent reporting and our investigations out here, guys, by all means, now is the time. Please go to givesendgo.com/Anthony in California to help me stay funded, guys. I need your help in being able to pay for all of this gas while I drive around showing you guys. I spend about $120 every day just on gas. I need your support. Help me stay funded. Help me stay out here on the road, guys. I greatly appreciate all of you guys for tuning in this afternoon. Thank you very much. We have had injuries on these mountains. People coming off the mountains with broken ankles and all sorts of stuff out here, y'all. Y'all see him? Man, I'm really looking forward to seeing my dogs this week. I'm really looking forward to seeing my pups. Taking them out for a little walk. So, Border Patrol agents have sensors in hidden areas out here, up in the mountain at some points. And those sensors, when they go off, Border Patrol gets a trigger somewhere, and then they know where to send BP to. Man, that's actually a badass shot right there, man. Oh, I'm not on silent. No. And for those of you guys that inbox me via Facebook, you guys, if my mods, share the Amazon link, guys, for our trip to New York. Greatly appreciated, mods. Share that link for New York, please, ASAP. Take off your hat. Hey, you gotta take off your hat, bro. Let me see it. Hey, let me see that tattoo. Look at, that's what me recording them. They were pissed off that I got their face on camera. I'm gonna post this on Twitter here soon. Take off your hats. Now take off your hat. Hey, you gotta take off your hat, bro. Let me see it. Hey, let me see that tattoo. And you know what's crazy about all this is that At first, they told me Instable turkey, and then they switched up on me, and then they all started saying, "Oh, I'm from India. I'm from India." Weird. They were, you guys. I am gonna show you guys later on tonight. Those of you guys that follow here on Rumble, and those of you guys that are on our locals for Rumble, and those of you guys that are on Twitter, I'm gonna be sharing some clips and footage from earlier today, guys. You're not going to want to miss it. Trust me, it is nasty. If you missed it earlier, you're not gonna want to miss what I'm about to share later tonight. It's nasty. Ooh, you guys are about to die again. Yikes.
Hey, how you doing today? I'm good.
Come on, guy. We're waiting for you to pop out now. He might be a runner, guys. He might be a runner. We might catch a runner here in just a little bit. We've been seeing a lot of carpet shoes, so we might have a little runner on our hands. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, man. I'm glad I can run. Oh, man. That'd be good footage. Who remembers watching Channel 1 News in high school? Was it just in Texas or an El Paso thing that they had that kind of stuff at? Or did everybody around the country have Channel 1 News? guys, I got some coffee, baby.
I believe the way many Americans invest today is broken.
I gotta use the restroom, y'all.
The return for
Hold
a standard
on.
retirement
Let me drink some
portfolio
coffee
was a
first.
negative 1.7%. At the same time, those who know how to invest the smart way in individual stocks received
And
huge
I'm sorry,
returns.
but I am not
So many
gonna go
people
use
I
one of
hear
those
from
porta
want to
potties.
learn how to invest in individual stocks, but think it's too complicated. That's why I wrote Unbreakable Investor. In it are the key strategies I use for individual stock picks, how I supercharge my gains in good times, then adjust quickly when the market turns south. And today, your copy is free. Unbreakable Investor will show you how to bend with the market instead of breaking, and how to participate in the greatest wealth transfer of our time. It's all in my new book, and it's yours free.
For your free copy of Charles Payne's new book, Unbreakable Investor, text CASH to 505-505 and just cover shipping. Text CASH to 505-505. Text CASH to 505-505.
Message and data rates may apply.
Hun, we need to stop putting off getting life insurance.
I know. It's just been so busy, and I'm sure the cost is out of our budget.
Well, Jen told me that they got a $500,000 term life insurance policy from Ethos for less than $23 a month. All online with no complicated forms and no medical exam. All they had to do was answer a few health questions.
Wait, no medical exam and all online?
I know, right? It's not easy to think about, but if something happened to you, James and I would be...
Okay, I get it. Let's get a quote from Ethos right now. Wow, you were right. There's no medical exam, and Ethos makes the whole online process fast and easy. And look at these rates and coverage options. It's great protection and totally fits our budget.
Oh, hush.
Mandatory assistance from getting in.
President Biden again saying the United States is going to drop
Where's my
food
cigar?
aid into the
Where's
Gaza
my
Strip.
cigar?
Well, President Biden and former President Trump visiting different parts of the
About
southern
that
border
time.
yesterday. Fox's Script Jenkins is in Brownsville, Texas.
Now, was presidential dueling down on the border separated by 300 miles, but this area just 9 months ago was the epicenter of the migrant crisis, with thousands coming across here to Brownsville. Now it's one of the slowest in the country. Ironically, not because of what the Biden administration did, but because Texas put up that razor wire and obstruction. But over in Eagle Pass, where President Trump was, he, of course, took the microphones, delivered remarks.
And it comes as President Biden's continuing to ask Congress to pass a bipartisan security bill to slow the amount of migrants and asylum seekers who are coming into the country. The funeral for Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny held this morning in Moscow. He died in an Arctic penal colony just last month. Here's Fox's Alex Hogan.
Thousands of people came out to the streets, filling.
I heard some migrants are trying to get to Alaska. Alaska.
45-minute ceremony today at a Moscow church. There was some back and forth between Russian officials who had refused to release his body, but about a week later they finally caved. Despite the threat of potential arrest, massive crowds gathered chanting, "You are not afraid, we are not." At the cemetery, Navalny's spokesperson says his body was lowered into the ground to the sound of Frank Sinatra's "I Did It My Way."
A funeral for former Canadian Prime Minister Brian Mulroney is being planned. Mulroney, who solidified trade ties with the U.S., spoke out against South Africa's apartheid, died Thursday at the age of 84 after a fall at his home in Florida. President Biden called the former Prime Minister a tireless advocate for Canada. Former President George W. Bush expressing sadness at Mulroney's death and credited him for helping to end the Cold War. Mulroney served almost a decade as Prime Minister. He was first elected in 1984. Brian Mulroney, again, was 84 years old. 42 minutes past the hour. Let's check in with Hillary Barsky now at Fox Business.
Stocks ending the first day of trading for March higher, with the Nasdaq rising to an all-time high and surpassing its 2021 record as artificial intelligence mania is fueling the major averages to record.
My son drinks that coffee sold by people in the military. It's so good. It's called Death Wish coffee. It's very expensive, and and if some of y'all are not used to to strong coffee, stay away from Death Wish. If you have anxiety, Death Wish coffee is about to put that like times 1,000. Death Wish coffee is freaking great coffee. It is freaking fire, for real.
Janice Dean, Fox News senior meteorologist. Be sure to subscribe to the Janice Dean podcast at foxnewspodcast.com or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And don't forget to spread the sunshine.
Ladies, are you feeling satisfied in the bedroom? Men have their solutions, but women haven't had many options. So meet Ristella. Ristella is a hormone-free, plant-based product that's clinically shown to increase sexual satisfaction by 60% in the first month. That's right. Ristella makes intimacy more sensitive, more stimulating, and more satisfying. No hormones, no steroids, and no prescription. Just pleasure. Ristella is so effective, more than 3,600 gynecologists across the country recommend it to improve sexual function. The ingredients in Ristella have been used safely and effectively by women in Europe for over 20 years. Don't you owe it to yourself to give Ristella a try? Visit bettersexforwomen.com. Use code RADIO38 to get 20% off your first month subscription plus free shipping. That's bettersexforwomen.com, code RADIO38. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
And a look at the Fox weather forecast. Several feet of mountain snow and wind gusts up to 70 miles an hour. Create issues for anyone in the western mountains through the weekend. A blizzard warnings in effect through the Sierra Nevada, Washington, and the Oregon Cascades have winter storm warnings and watches. Spring-like temperatures are in store for the plains and Midwest heading into the weekend. For the latest weather updates anytime, anywhere, download the Fox Weather app. You can find it over at foxweather.com.
Fox News headlines 24/7, every 15 minutes.
Hold on, guys. The helicopter is up here looking for him. Hold on.
Negotiations continuing in Congress. President Biden traveling to the southern border this week. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre.
He wanted to make it very clear to the American people there is actually a piece of paper, right, negotiation out there.
Check it out. They're looking for that dude that was just out here right now. Yeah. Hold on, guys.
Business partner, CEO of OpenAI, Sam Altman, Fox Business Network.
Gotta mute y'all real quick.
His legal team is
Legislation in an effort to weaken Governor Kenny Bashiru.
When Chef Lewis is live and uncensored, no one knows what's gonna happen.
Actually talking with my friends about my latest obsessions, relationship issues. About everything.
Chef Lewis live, weekdays at 12 p.m. East on radio and Step 102.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textline.us. Texting rules for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message data rates may apply. Play stop, top, top. Minimum purchase required. Interest accrues from date of purchase, but is waived if paid within the promotional period. Go to windowappointmentnow.com for full offer details.
Linda, your house is so nice.
Oh my goodness.
Drafty and cold. Our house was like that. We figured out it with our old windows getting hot air out and cold air in. So we texted Renewal by Anderson. New windows from Renewal by Anderson.
Oh man.
We were going to spend another winter freezing and paying huge heating bills. Renewal by Anderson helps solve both problems. Plus, they offer a 100% full service process, and all we had to do was send a text to get started.
Text INSIDE to 200-300 right now and schedule your free consultation with Renewal by Anderson online today. Right now, buy one window or door and get one 40% off. Plus, right now, save an extra $200 off your entire purchase. Don't wait. Text INSIDE to 200-300 for $0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for a full year with Renewal by Anderson. Text the word INSIDE to 200-300. Text INSIDE to 200-300.
Following a major health scare in 2023, Jamie Foxx
Oh, you guys are hilarious.
could see him return to the stage. The comedy stage, that is. Taking to Instagram on Wednesday, the actor shared a throwback video of himself performing in one of his stand-up specials where he impersonated Prince. He captioned it, quote, "Going to get on somebody's stage somewhere near you. I got some jokes and a story to tell." Fox started his career in comedy, releasing 3 stand-up specials between 93 and 2003, and he was also a cast regular on the sketch show In Living Color. The Django Unchained star has been out of the spotlight since April when he was hospitalized with an undisclosed health issue. In July, he denied rumors he'd been blinded or paralyzed, but admitted he, quote, did go to hell and back, but he was back and able to work. Meanwhile, the music of Lou Reed is getting new life with the announcement of The Power of the Heart, an all-star tribute album that is set to be released on Record Store Day, April 19th. And ahead of the album dropping, one of the covers is now available. Rolling Stones guitarist Keith Richards is putting his voice on the Velvet Underground's Waiting for the Man. In a statement following the announcement of the album, Richards said, quote, "To me, Lou stood out. The real deal. Something important to American music and to all music." Other musicians featured on the upcoming tribute include Rufus Wainwright, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, and Lucinda Williams, among others. And nostalgia notched big ratings for AMC, the cable channel announcing that their latest Walking Dead spin-off, The Walking Dead: The Ones Who Live, delivered 3 million viewers over 3 days, the best series debut performance for the network in almost 6 years. Sunday's premiere also leading to the biggest signups for their streaming platform, AMC+. The latest installment of the franchise and the 6th spin-off overall follows Andrew Lincoln's Rick and Denai Guerrera's Michonne's love story after their departure from the original series. And that's what's trending. I'm Anna Eliopoulos.
And I'm John Saucier. It's Fox News Headlines 24/7. A Pennsylvania couple accused of animal neglect and cruelty are charged with multiple offenses in jail for bail $7 million. 99 felony counts of animal cruelty and other allegations against Niall and Renee Piper are filed 2 months after investigators seized animals from their home in the West
Man, where is this guy? He didn't come down.
Oregon State House members have voted to recriminalize hard drugs and
I wonder if that guy tried to go climb the whole mountain.
possession of small amounts. HB 4002 creates a misdemeanor for people possessing hard drugs like meth, fentanyl, heroin, empowers law enforcement to decide if they get into a deflection program, treatment opportunities, or up to 6 months in jail. Some counties don't have deflection programs, raising concern that less privileged users will just end up in jail. Oregon Senate takes up the bill, but Republican Rep. Christine Migrant says court documents are clear. They want the drug experimenting children, hold drug dealers accountable, direct addicts to treatment, and restore safety to our communities. Joyce Bennett, Fox News.
Where's little homie at? Where's this dude at?
Does your car know where you are? If it does, who else knows? More vehicles today come with smart technology that either through your cellular phone or maybe on its own connectivity track your location. This is done to help you navigate or perhaps locate you if you've suffered a crash. But there's concern that abusive domestic partners could be using such tech to track their victims. Congress already passed a law requiring cell phone companies detach cell lines from family plans if a person requests it in hopes of staying digitally hidden from an abuser. But now the FCC is demanding automobile companies to do the same, or at least make it possible for a person to stop another in their family from tracking their vehicle movement. The response from automakers has been mixed. The FCC is reviewing what legal authority it may have to compel them. With Fox on Tech, I'm Evan Brown, Fox News.
Evan, thank you very much. Big forecast coming up going into the weekend. Fox weather with meteorologist Craig Herrera is next on your radio. Keep it locked right here. Fox News headlines 24/7.
Yikes.
Put the power of over 100 meteorologists and the worldwide resources of Fox in your hands with the Fox Weather Podcast. Precise, personal, powerful. Subscribe and listen now at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
I was afraid to cut the cord, but once I did, I couldn't believe it took so long to do it. Paying too much for my cable bill had become a bad habit. I either wasn't getting what I wanted or never knew where to find any of my favorite shows until it was too late. Plus, the prices just kept going up. Thankfully, I discovered a new way to watch called Filer. For just $25 a month, I can catch all my favorite shows on networks like Hulu.
They're looking for that. That's DHS right there. Look, see, he's making a U-turn. I wonder if they're seeing something over there up on those mountains, man. Those are all getaways if they are up there. they circle up there, they probably are finding something up there worthwhile. They're missing a few illegals, guys. A few illegals decided to go rogue, and they're up here somewhere, so they're looking for them. They're trying to track them down. A few of them veered off path.
Playing out with close arguments today. Donald Trump himself was back in court today, but not in Atlanta this time. He was in Florida. Overseas, an act of
I'm telling you, not all of these people that are coming through here are trying to turn themselves in. They know, the other side knows, because they are in contact with people that are over here assisting them. They know when to make their move. They know when there's no border patrol. They know all of that because of these NGOs, guys. And so, go down here, it's pretty much the same frustrated turkey men from Istanbul. That was not up there these last couple of days. Let's see what it is. That was not up there these last couple of days. This was just hung up here recently. Those are women's panties. Those are women's panties. Not a good sign. Not a good sign at all here. Just think to yourself right now. There's no other trash out here. No other trash out here right now. I've been working out here for several days straight. And today there's panties just right here. But that's the only article of that's the only pair of clothing that's out here. Y'all know what's up. It's messed up, guys. This shit is messed up. Because a lot of oftentimes you have large groups of men with a couple of women in the group, and these women are traumatized, they've been abused, many of them are still in some kind of shock, and then stuff like this happens out here, and they themselves probably won't report it because they're scared of deportation, because they're scared of repercussions. So crimes like that out here go completely unpunished. It's pretty messed up, man. Oh, you're crazy. You're just no, think. Why, out of anything that could be hung up here, a pair of socks, a beanie, a t-shirt, I don't know, a pair of shoes, you have a pair of used undies hanging there. That is fresh. Might I add, it's fresh because I've been passing by here every other day, almost every day almost. That's not on there. And then down here looks like some kind of blanket. Right on a flat ground, there's like some kind of blanket that's rolled up with the wind. So, I don't know. It's messed up, y'all. You have the NGOs out here feeding all these guys, giving them all food, water, clothing. Look, they're gonna put their mask on right away. That guy in the white jacket appeared to be the leader, the guide. He was giving people instructions on where to go when I was out there reporting earlier. That guy even covered his face with a red mask. I'm gonna zoom out. You guys can zoom in at your will, wherever you want. Do me a favor, guys. If you've already shared this video, share it one more time for me. If you can help us financially, do me that great favor of grabbing the link to this video, guys, and at least share it out through your social media platforms, please. I would really, really appreciate that more than anything right now. Please grab the link to this video wherever it is that you're watching, whether it's Rumble, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, wherever. Grab the link to this video right now and share it out for me. Or if you want to make probably even more of an impact, why don't you get your friends on here on the chat? Send it to your 5 recent text threads on your phone. Try that. Grab the link to this video, and the last 5 people or the last 10 people that you've been texting on your phone, surprise them with this video. Send them this video right now. Let's get them on the chat. Let's see what they think. Let's see what people think if you start sending them that video to their phone. Let's see what they say. And I got some news from my friend iMeme0. Follow her on Twitter. Feds caught a terrorist at the U.S. border and released him into the country to roam freely for almost a year before arresting him in Minnesota just a few days ago, guys. The unnamed individual actually entered the U.S. illegally March of 2023 and was then released into the country because a terrorist screening center, the quote-unquote TSC, deemed him a quote-unquote mismatch in the system after running his name through a terrorist watch list. Then they just let him out, let him go. And in January of this year, the terrorist screening center made a redetermination that the individual was confirmed member of Al-Shabaab and was involved in the use of manufactured transport of explosives and firearms. 2 days after ICE arrested this terrorist in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Al-Shabaab is pretty much like a Sunni Islamic terrorist group that publicly pledges loyalty to Al-Qaeda. Since 2014, Al-Shabaab has killed more U.S. citizens than any other Al-Qaeda affiliate. And as of 2022, it was the wealthiest component of them. So pretty damning situation right there, if you ask me, guys. And then now you have all of these guys that are, and none of them want to be identified. Hey, Cheryl, good to see you. We have not seen you for a minute, friend. Great to see you on here. Hope you're doing great. There was a mishap with the mail, and I will make sure that in the next few days, when I get back to my storage, I will send you personally a message, and I will ship out your letters, okay? For all of you guys. All of you guys know what happened. I asked my kid to I asked my kid to ship out everybody's letter that I had pretty much been in agreement with you guys for probably like 2 months already. And I gave my kid the addresses, and I gave him the letters and everything. I signed the letters, and all he had to do was just put them in there and then just write the address. Because I didn't explain myself thoroughly or mailed anything, you know, at 10 years old, if you've never been taught how to use the mail properly, that was my fault. He actually put the mail where the recipient